An honor to be among this August gathering and extend a warm and hearty welcome to the today's chief guest and all of you to this World Earth Day. Today, I am very happy to be associated with all of you on this memorable event. Earth Day is celebrated annually on April 22 to spread awareness about environmental protection and acknowledge the global climate crisis. And Earth Day was founded in 1970 by a person in America. That name was Senator Gaylord Nelson. More than 1 billion people celebrate Earth Day to protect the planet from things like pollution and deforestation. By taking part in activities like picking up litter and planting trees, we are making our world a happier, healthier place to live. With every passing day, the climate is getting worse, and it is our duty to save and conserve our Mother Nature. This year, the theme of the Earth Day is Invest in Our Planet. The theme focuses on acting in a bold way, innovating in a broad way, and implementing in an equitable manner. This day is celebrated to make people aware of how they can be an advantage in saving the earth from pollution, global warming, and water scarcity, and save the earth by plant more trees, spread awareness by organizing various programs, and recycle things that can be reused. Environmental protection is a very important topic. All the natural things present on the earth like wind, water, trees, plants, and all of this together make our environment, and all these things together with each other balance the environment. It is our bounded duty to protect our environment. Nature has given us air, water, trees, plants, rivers, mountains, and minerals present below the earth for our health. So we should save the soil. We can earn money through our hard work, but neither we can make natural things, nor we can increase it. So all the things given by the nature are limited. So on Earth Day, people are made aware of the environment. On this day, the people are cleaning their houses around, and by the side of the road, many people planted the plant on this day. And Telangana State Center is one of the active state center among the 125 centers of the Institution of Engineers, which is also participating in this observing the Earth Day. Not only observing today, we also assure that throughout the year we keep canvassing the importance of the saving our planet. And I hope all my colleague committee members and the members of Telangana State Center will agree to join the regular program instead of just celebrating on a day. And today's chief guest will deliver the lecture on invest in our planet. On behalf of the Telangana State Center of the Institution of Engineers India and on my own behalf, I once again extend a hearty welcome to today's chief guest and speaker, Dr. A.P. Shivakumar Garu, retired professor of geology, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, and all of you to this important event. Before I request Dr. A.P. Shivakumar Garu to continue to give lecture on the topic, I request Engineer T. Venkateshan, FIE, Joint Honorary Secretary of Telangana State Center and convener of today's event, to kindly introduce today's chief guest and the speaker, Dr. A.P. Shivakumar Garu. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. And over to Engineer T. Venkateshan.
Thank you, Chairman Garu. Good evening to dear members. Respected Chief Guest and Speaker, Dr. A.P. Shivakumar Garu, retired Professor of Geology, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, and Engineer Brahma Reddy Garu, FIE Chairman, IEI, Telangana State Center, Dr. G. Venkata Subbaya, FIE Under Secretary, IEI TSC, and immediate past Chairman, Dr. Professor Ramana Naik, and past Chairman, Council members, past Honorary Secretaries, members of Telangana State Center Committee, IEI, distinguished guests, representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen. It is customary to introduce the chief guest and speaker to the elite participants. Dr. AP Shivakumar completed his graduation from OU in geology, master's degree from Andhra University, PhD from OU, and served OU in different capacities as lecturer, reader, professor, is chairman, board of studies in geology, and head of the Department of Geology, University College of Science, OU. He superannuated from OU in 2011. Especially, sir, I also belong to your college, sir. And at that time, when we studied in 1980-84, Jagannath Jetty is our professor, sir. Dr. AP Shivakumar Garu might be your abroad or senior, sir. Subsequently,
84, I was at Kottagudem, sir. KSM.
Sir?
In 84, I was at Kottagudem School of Mines, KSM.
Achha. So 80, yes, sir. So our batch is 80-84. At that time, our Professor Jagannath Jetty or our geology department, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, subsequently, Dr. Shivakumar served in Mallareddy institutions as Professor of Geological Engineering from 2011 to 2013, sir. He was selected by the Educational Council of India to represent India as Professor of Mining Engineering College in College of Earth Science University of Dodoma, Tanzania, East Africa. He served Dodoma University during 2013 to 17 as Professor of Mining Engineering. He was expert member of erstwhile APPSC and expert also for Union Public Service Commission, New Delhi, sir. He published several papers in the field of hydrology, engineering geology, and environment geology, etc. And he is active member of several social service activities like Lions Clubs, International, Akela Foundation, through which rendering social service activities and need-based services activities as a responsible citizen. Today, Dr. AP Shivakumar will address the gathering as chief guest and deliver the lecture, Invest in Our Earth. This is the best topic, sir, on the occasion of World Earth Day celebrations in 22. So thank you one and all. I request our chief guest to deliver today's message, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for the introduction, sir. It's my proud privilege to address our own students and faculty members who have elevated themselves to the positions of chief executives of the organizations. And I forgot one aspect, and you have told me I was at Kottagudem School of Mines for a long time, right from 79 to 90. That is the period where I could interact with mining engineering students. So I could develop some words about mining engineering, if at all. It is only by virtue of the students. I learned from our students rather than a teacher. A teacher is a continuous student. So with the very nice words of your introduction, introducing me, sir, I am highly obliged to say I do not know from where you got so much of message about my personal. I myself do not know. I have got so many achievements to my credit. Thanks a lot for your introduction, introducing me to the August gathering, sir. And let us not waste much of our time. Let me go back to our main theme of the World Health Day, Invest in Our Planet. Though every one of you are aware that this particular program is known, Charvita Charanam. So though every one of us know about it, and as our president has put it in the first stage, we have had got the different facets and wherein we were helping each other with our own programs. Engineer Sri Brahma Reddy Garu, FIE Chairman, IEI Telangana, Engineer T. Venkatesham Garu, convener of the webinar on World Health Day, Dr. G. Venkata Subbaya Garu, FIE, Honorary Secretary, IEA, Telangana State, and all the viewers of this program. If I name one, if I do not name others, it may be hurting the feelings of my own self. So it is really very nice on this particular occasion, a pandemic number called as 22-4-22. వికట కవి అని చెప్పుకుంటాం చూసారా సార్, అక్కడ 22-4-22. ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఇయర్ లో having selected me to talk on the World Earth Day is really very nice of you and Institute of Engineers to have chosen me to talk to this particular program, sir. Invest in our planet. I was approached to talk and deliberate on the above item. I am sure every one of you are aware of the degradation meted out to land, water, and environment. I don't want to repeat the words of our president, the Gerald Nelson's idea way back in 1970, wherein he had been making a mention of time and again, invest in our planet, invest in our planet. That may be the theme which they have taken up this year. But to the best of my knowledge, we do have got several credentials to ourselves. Though it was started with the idea of Gaylord Nelson in 1970, 192 countries have supported his idea, whereby United Nations have decided that this particular day be continued on every year as a 22nd April to be International Planet Day, whereby we can bring about some awareness about environmental protection, acknowledge the global climate crisis, duty to help and save and conserve our mother nature. We have to act in a bold way. In the words of our president, we do have to act in a bold way, innovating in a broad way. Bold way and broad way is the main idea, so that we can put forward our own ideas in making this particular assert in saving the earth from pollution, global warming, water scarcity, and other crises. Vanishing of forests, depletion of ozone layer can be meted out with only spreading awareness by organizing programs on environmental protection, global climate, etc. We do have, as the theme is being put up in these particular statements, so it is necessary for us to work out on the main theme, which has been mentioned time and again, like invest in our planet. Sir, let me talk to you in my own way. What do you mean by investment? Where do we invest and how can we invest? Unless we have some money with us, we cannot invest in a bank, is it not? So we do have. So it means that if we don't degrade the land, if you don't degrade water, if you don't degrade the environment, that itself is investment for us. Am I clear, sir? Unless otherwise, we take up a responsibility in the name of the development, we are landing up ourselves in different areas whereby we are unable to work out on these particular areas. Land, sir, we are starting about the inner ring roads, outer ring roads, regional ring roads, and all this terminology we are bringing out. So what is the main theme of these particular things, sir? Of course, I don't mean to say that we don't work for the development of that particular area. Development is a must. But when once we start a project, we have been told that the closing is also in the hands of the person who has started the game. If not, it ends up like Mahabharata, where Padma వ్యూహంలోకి ఎంట్రీ తెలుసు కానీ బయటకు రావడం తెలవకపోతున్నట్టుగా ఉంది మన పరిస్థితి ఇప్పుడు. I'm sure that most of our friends do know Telugu. That's why I've been switching into Telugu also at times. That's it. So in our project reports, we are sending and writing time and again that Number one, planning. Number two, prospecting. Number three, exploration. Number four, exploitation. Number five, completion of the project. What do you mean by completion of the project? So you have to wind up the project in such a way that you are going to close the mine, ensure that whatever way the land was given to you, you are supposed to give back to the earth in the same fashion. How far are we doing it? Are we really doing this and trying to bring out the coordination, sir? I'm sure that with this project, we are not completing it properly. And in the process, we are leading to so many problems that have been associated with. That is as regards to the development is concerned. And number two, water bodies. Most of the water bodies in the name of urbanization, what is that we are doing, sir? Let me recall myself. See, as our president, our chairman has put it, see, we are putting all our dust in front of the houses. See, can't we put them in a bag and put it in a dustbin and take it to the nearest place, and whereby you can put it back into that, so that the garbage is put in a proper litter box? Or how far we are doing it, being educated? I'm sure many people are not doing it. I'm sure many people are not doing it in our own yesterday. 1 second, sir. Hello. 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 Hello.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
Sir, there are some mild. So, as regards to land use is concerned, we have taken about this particular one. Land use is one of the prime natural resource, and land use can be of different versions, as we have been taking up this particular unit. Somehow it is not working. Okay, let me go extempore. Number two, water bodies. Say, for example, recently one of our expert told that there is to the tune of about 11,000 hectares of land in and around catchment area for our lakes. And through the scrapping up of a particular order by 111, so much of land is being brought under urbanization. How far it is okay for us to bring it into urbanization, sir? And in the process, what is happening? It is developing into an area of what you call the rental values erstwhile was around 1,500 rupees. Now it has been increased to 15,000 rupees. How far a common man can afford this type of an increase in inflation in the common man? And water bodies have been to be protected all along. We do have 700 lakes all around the chain lakes. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, sir. Because here my video is out and just now the power also has gone. Sorry for interruption. So
please continue.
This is the one. And land use zoning regulations. How far these zoning regulations are going to be helpful, I am very much afraid. So as I told you in the initial stage itself, water bodies, land, etc. And to the best of my knowledge, sir, I have been associated with granites and save granites earlier. And we had so many hillocks around Hyderabad. We had so much of granite terrain. Now with the construction activity is so flooding, almost all the terrains which were supposed to have been morphologically very helpful have been made into plain lands. Do you understand the point, sir? It is the topography was so convenient. Whenever there was rain, always water used to come and put itself in, collect itself in the form of a chain of lakes, which are about 700 in Telangana around. And most of the lakes have been dried out, and it has become the areas for construction. And these constructions are, most of the constructions are illegal constructions, through which what is happening? And we are not in a position to talk about anything. Whenever a small shower takes place, then they are causing inundation into the areas. And who is that responsible? Can we blame GHMC for that? No, because somebody else has constructed the quarters. Urbanization. So urbanization and agglomerations of constructions have been made so much, and hatch-patch arrangements have been there. Permissions are not given earlier, and now again they are going to give regularization of the constructions, etc. And this is, are we not really damaging the surface soils and the surface materials, sir? And these are some of the areas which we have had got. And in there, some of my friend is helping me. I think Manjunath, land use for roads. We are calling it as normal roads, single road, second road, third roads, etc. We are making all these particular ones. And the map we can as well see, sir. And how much of area has been brought into these particular areas. Of course, I'm not against the development. Through the development, again, we should be in a position to clear the garbage and the dust that has been developed, and all these particular areas are to be taken care of. Unless otherwise we find out ways and means of clearing the garbage and putting it across, and either you can reuse the land or reuse the soils, so that we can make the things work for progress of this particular development. This is way in which I can say that we can invest. This is the investment where we can make, so that the Mother Earth will be protected from this thing. In other words, we do have mountains. Uttame Sikhare Jate. Uttame Sikhare Jate. Sikharam is a mountain. We do have world's best, tallest mountains in our areas. And what is that we are doing, sir? With the development, I am not against mining. We do, progress is required, but at the same time, whenever there's an accident happening, then we call for experts. Are we taking the protective measures to be given at the appropriate stage? Mother Earth will be always giving signals, and if the signals are properly picked up at the earliest, so we can avert so many accidents. During the process, when once we are saving this, and when once we are closing the mines at the appropriate stage, in the words of that father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi says that we have sufficient mineral wealth, food grains, etc. for our prosperity, our living. But we don't have sufficient to greedy people. So let us not be greedy. Let us not be over enthusiastic in over exploitation of the materials. I mean, over removal of the burdens and causing inconveniences to the Mother Earth, whereby, say, for example, let me go back to another terminology like dams. We do have constructed dams. In the words of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he said, modern temples of life are the dams. When once he was inaugurating Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, he has told it. But water retaining is one aspect, but collecting more water into it is caused. Are you not causing waterborne seismicity imbalance, whereby earthquakes are being generated, and the dam, the very functioning of the dam itself is collapsed. And once the collapse of the dams take place, and the cause of the damage which is going to cause, which will be highly unimaginable. And it is inundating. We do have certain things. The earthquakes are man-made earthquakes, man-made structures that have been developed, they are causing all those things, sir. And Inner Ring Road already have discussed, Manjunath. This aspect has been taken. GHMC also, the agglomeration I have discussed. Please go for water bodies. Yes, this is what where we have been talking about water bodies. And see, so much of areas have been there where we have been working out in and around. So protection of these particular water bodies, though our GHMC and our government is taking up to bring back old traditional monumental structures that have been erected during Kakatiya dynasty, etc. In this particular context, let me offer my salutations to Professor Panduranga Rao. If he's living, if he's seeing this particular program, I'll be very happy. And I'm happy that his contribution to this and making Ramappa temples as World Heritage Centers is really worth to mentioning his name, sir. He has been awarded with the Life Achievement Award for this particular program that he has been taken up. Next, Anjunath, please go for the next one. Yes, air quality of Hyderabad. It has been, sir, the graph is clearly indicative that as to how drastically the quality of air has been reduced. And once upon a time, coming and staying in Hyderabad, coming and staying in Telangana, coming and staying in Kottagudem was very, very pleasant. Now, of late, with this global warming, we have seen how drastically the climate is changing and causing to, yesterday itself, when I was talking to some friends, we were in the midst of lightnings, series of lightnings. It is in the month of March and April, we never had it. In the month of May, June, July, etc., used to have. So advancement of these things are due to, I mainly attribute it to the environmental pollution, air pollution that has been caused, is also bringing back to several of our untold miseries. I use the word untold miseries, which we ourselves are responsible as the responsible citizens of India. And next, Manjunath, going for the next one, next slide. Oh, already you are making thanks. I have completed 30 minutes. So it's really very nice that many people helped me in making this particular program, sir. And it's very nice that you could make it. And I thank the organizers for choosing me to be part of this particular program and made me to stand before you and give this particular, share my thoughts. Sometimes may be harsh to our own people, like our own engineers. Please take it with a pinch of salt that we have caused sufficient damage to our planet Earth. Let us at least for the rest of the time, in whatever fashion we can say, we can repay to Mother Earth. It will be befitting, in a befitting fashion. I will be there. Sorry for in case some of our members have, I have hurt the feelings of some of our friends in construction engineering and mining engineering. Sorry for my thoughts. Take it as your elder brother's opinion about it, and pardon me if I have committed mistake. Thanks a lot for the opportunity extended to me, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Kumar Garu, for the excellent and wonderful talk and practical thing you have told about the how to save the earth, sir. It's really we are blessed with your services and all, and we are really obliged by your instant consent for this thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for.
Sir, Venkatramaya is around. In case if any chance, if Venkatramaya be given a chance, let him speak for a second, sir, because
Yes,
he has been
no issue. No issue. He is available, sir.
Yes, he is there. I am seeing him.
Venkatramaya Garu, would you like to say something?
I could see him, but somehow he's not around. Okay, sir.
Not unmuted.
Okay, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Venkatramaya Garu.
Namaste, sir. Guruji, seeing you in
Namaste,
this
namaste.
lecture. Very, very happy.
Very nice. Yes.
And very happy to hear from you, sir. Very good lecture.
Okay, thank you.
On this day, you are the right person to talk about the Mother Earth. Hope
Sound
the
not
lecture was
audio
very
not
good, sir.
working.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Venkatramaya garu, would you like to say anything about the subject?
No, sir. After Professor Shiv
Okay,
Kumar
thank
has
you.
talked, I have nothing to add, sir. Thank you.
Anybody would
Thank
like
you,
to
Lord.
add something? Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for this thing. So,
Sir, good evening, sir. Professor Ramna here.
yeah, please.
Where are you,
Sir,
sir?
highly appreciable speech by our professor. We are really proud of as a alumni of Osmania College of Engineering. Productive. Thank you for congrats.
Sir, that's why I have used our vernacular language Telugu.
Yeah.
Best possible hills, mountains are there with us, sir.
Yes,
Himalaya.
Yeah,
We don't have Indians, sir. Eastern Ghats, sir. Western
Yeah.
Ghats, sir. So much of protection for us.
Yeah.
And really very nice, sir.
Thank you.
రమణ గారు నాయక్ గారు మిమ్మల్ని చూసిన తర్వాత నాకు ఉత్తేజం వచ్చింది.
Thank you, Nagaru. Thank you. సాయంకాలం నమస్కారం. Thank you, Anna.
Okay.
మీరు ఆడ నడుస్తున్నా బండి వేసుకుని తిరుగుతున్నారు.
Okay, ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాం.
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much. Anybody else want to ask any questions or anything?
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
చెప్పండి సార్.
Sir, earthquakes ఎక్కువ అవుతున్నాయి కదా సార్. So
Sir,
what are the main reasons? What is happening inside of the earth, sir?
Sir, we are destabilizing the soil, sir, soil cover. We are removing more of water, more than the water. Urbanization, quantity of water undali kada sir manaki. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we are
Sir.
causing imbalance, sir. Anything, wherever imbalance is there, Mother Earth will take care of itself. We are children playing with it. It will allow us to play as long as we are small children. Once we commit mistakes, Mother Earth will automatically take care of the things and it will bounce back in terms of either earthquakes or water gassing. మనం చూస్తున్నాం కదా సార్, ఉత్తరకాశీ, what happened? శివాలయాలన్నీ కూడా మునిగిపోయినాయి కదా. Disasters are being caused. What is the cause of the disaster? In what way are we responsible? Are we not responsible? మన చేస్తున్న పని కాదా సార్? Are we not abusing the land? Are we not abusing the water? Are we not abusing the environment?
We are abusing to a great extent.
Sir, I may be very caustic. I may be caustic in my talk, but at the same time, we are engineers. We know how to start. At the same time, we should know where to put a full stop also. We are not putting the full stop at the appropriate place.
Recently, that GO also we cancelled about the water bodies, which will have a drastic effect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Definitely. We have to. Sir, I'm not against urbanization, sir. I am for urbanization. But at the same time, the things are to be properly controlled. Unless otherwise we have our own controls. If we cannot tell to the politicians and administrators, who else will tell, sir? Is it not our responsibility to pinpointedly say, sir, here you are faltering. So please take care. In case if you don't take care, Mother Earth will take care of itself. It will give us a very big slap. Shall we wait for that slap to be taken? Are we not responsible citizens, sir?
We are responsible citizens, but we are not heard. None of our suggestions are being implemented by the government.
That's a separate issue, sir. Whether they implement it or not, but we have to put it in our vociferous way, sir. Our voice is not being heard. Sir, once if our voice is heard, till listen to us, we go on shouting out top of our voice, so that governments will come forward, and they are also prepared. Nobody wants to lose the Mother Earth's position. What's the use of ultimately having some sort of a ruins of being available? Tank bunds, etc. are there. You want to disturb the tank bund and construct accommodation there? Can we leave our filth into Hussain Sagar? Is it acceptable? Who has given us the power to spoil the water bodies, sir? Who has given us the permission to leave our filth in Hussain Sagar? Gurrapu dekkalani, avani, ivani chala pollute chestunde vallam kada. GHMC used to spend lot of money to clearing that the garbage.
Still, I mean, no control. We can't go to tank bund and get fresh air. I mean, it
Yes.
smells.
Yes.
In spite of spending so much money. Where
Sir, in
is-
the year
what is happening?
1960s, it was pleasant to walk on tank bund area. Now it is really threatening.
Gopal Krishna.
Sir, any questions, sir?
No questions. Everything you explained
Okay, sir.
wonderfully.
Okay, sir. Nice, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thanks for patient listening. And as I told to Venkatramaya, ఆయన చూడంగా నాకు ఇంకా ఊపు వచ్చింది. He was my student way back in 83 and all. He was telling. So by looking at our students who have become chiefs of organizations, it's really pleasure for me to be with you all and share my thoughts. I may be a bit express my anguish, but please take it as our investment into the planet Earth, sir.
G. Kumar Garu.
Namaskaram, sir. You are the first batch of mining engineering students of Osmania.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Along with Chandra Mohan and other people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's really
Yes, I was
pleasure to
little
see you
very
all,
nice,
sir.
very nicely explained by you. It was very good. And
Thank you, sir.
but that is the problem. Even today, because I'm an ancient man of Hyderabad, staying here for so many years. Now
Sir, you are not an ancient man, sir. You are a young man of Hyderabad.
yeah, when I go through, that's also the side, the way the hills are being vanished.
Yes, sir.
The hillocks and all those things, everything is going out. So primary thing seems to be only construction. The others are not matter at all. So this is where actually what you are suggesting, that is where it is required for us to get in. Although people may not hear, but we have to continue to bark. That is what the word I am using it. Sorry for it, but that is what the thing has come to. Go after it, nothing is going to happen. Thank
It
you
will
very much.
happen, sir. Someday or other it will happen. Let us go on barking till somebody listens.
Yeah, that is what we have to do.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir. Welcome, sir. It's very nice to see you all. All of you on one platform. I'm really thankful to the honorary secretary for making this to happen and made us to meet in this Zoom meeting.
Thank you, sir.
And I was surprised sometime initially, sometimes telling I am 64, I am 74. I said I am 84, I am sitting and listening to you.
That's why I said we are the grand young guys. We are only 26, sir.
That's true.
So we wish that it's very nice that I could put forward my thoughts to you, sir. ఒకవేళ కనుక తప్పులు ఉన్నట్లయితే క్షమించండి.
లేచేది
Fine.
అమ్మ గురించి బాగా చెప్పారు ఈ రోజు.
అవును సార్, అమ్మ మదర్ బెర్త్. అవునండి. No, the slap which the mother earth is going to give will be very, very unbearable, sir.
That is what I am telling.
Unless otherwise we wake up and sir, mother earth will be always giving signals, sir. In rock mechanics we have been telling.
But suddenly it will
Collapse. Why do you allow this, the rock to collapse, sir? Why do you want the rock to have a burst? Rock burst doesn't take place just like that.
Because of ignorance or
Sir, so many, it gives.
attachment something.
Sir, rock gives you very much. So many signals will be given, sir. You don't pick up the right signal at the right time.
See, that is why I was surprised. I used to come into these areas when I was a kid, Banjara Hills and Jubilee Hills and all. Now you see the place. And further developments which are taking place on the financial district and other such, that's why.
Yes, sir.
That's such a lot of construction also is going on. And the
Yes,
hills,
sir.
you construct it on a plain land, I don't mind. But you, all the hillocks, you are wiping it off.
Yes, that is that area where rain used to fall and soil used to be get saturated, and we used to have regular water. నెలమూడు వానలు కురిసేనన్న అన్నటువంటి దానికి అదే సార్ అర్థము. నెలకి 3 వర్షాలు పడేవంట.
That's correct.
Shall we continue the meeting? Okay, sir, we'll continue.
Right, sir. So thank you a lot once again to all my seniors and my friends, for giving me this opportunity. I thank the Institute of Engineers India, Telangana chapter for all the logistics that have been arranged, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you, Dr. Kumar Garu. May I request Dr. Venkata Subbaya Garu, Honorary Secretary, to kindly propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. So respected Chief Guest and the Speaker, Dr. A.P. Sivakumar, retired Professor of Geology, University College of Engineering, Usmania University, Engineer B. Brahma Reddy, FIE, Chairman, IEA Telangana State Center, Professor Dr. Ramna Nayak, immediate past Chairman, Engineer T. Venkatesham, FIE, Joint Honorary Secretary, IEA Telangana State Center, and convener of today's event. Past Chairman, Council members, past Honorary Secretaries, members of Telangana State Center Committee, IEI, distinguished guests, representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all. On behalf of the Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers, India, and on my own behalf, I convey our sincere and profound thanks to Dr. A.P. Sivakumar, retired Professor of Geology, University College of Engineering, Usmania University, for addressing the gathering as a chief guest and delivered the lecture on the today's theme, Invest in Our Planet. So once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to you, sir. I also thank the dignitaries, past.
Thank you, sir. If there are no further queries,
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Jai Hind. Thanks to one and all. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, Sivakumar Garu.
thank you, sir.